Hello, welcome to another stream. Today we are playing Oxygen Not Included. Great game, just don't really remember where we were at last time, so I guess it's time to figure out. So here we are. Before we start the time, we're just going to go over quickly what we were doing last time, or try to discern it. We had a sort of cooling system for the fridge up and running with storage. I don't remember if it was particularly effective or not, but hopefully I think it should be decent, at least for now. Meanwhile, we had a SPOM up and running. Yes, the SPOM was, or we were trying to get it up and running. It was still having some issues due to the low oxygen consumption in the base. We were starting to farm sun shells, and we had some hatchlings. Yeah, no, this seems about right. Research-wise, nothing selected. Nothing we were starting to go into just yet, so in that case, let's take a look into animal control, and gourmet meal preparation will be quite useful later on. Beyond that, maybe an aqua tuner, although that's quite power intensive. I mean, we could go for home luxuries. That's something we will hopefully be needing later on. Oh, for the most part, I've been playing on like a personal save where I am like cycle 2500 maybe, and the movement is just so smooth here compared to that one. Yeah, well, maybe I should have expected it, but it's just so jarringly different. Well, we have 4 duplicates. And we have decent quick light slope. Oh yeah, I'll try to live off of the wild plants around the asteroid as much as possible. Mostly because that's the cheaper way to live, and the longer I'll be able to live off this, the better. We just have to... Oh yeah, the poor poker shell is gone, unfortunately. Well, I guess it's time to explore more. We need more materials, probably. I'd also want to set up a cooling system at some point, but... Okay, this is where I'm currently farming Dreckos, and I'll just set this back to 7 critters. That's... I think that I might use Dreckos as one of my main sources of food, as they are easy to handle, and if we just set up like auto sleepers with some critter counters, free eggs, free food, I'll just have to make a drowning chamber at some place. I don't know where to do that just yet, as the drowning chamber should be large enough to fit the export the conveyor loader, the auto sweeper, and a conveyor chute, so that's at least a 3x2. Or possibly 2x3, depending on which way I wanted to lay. Yep, home luxuries. Great. As I haven't filled this area with hydrogen, it's... Oh no, wait, I do have a single glossy Drecko. That's right. So I will slowly but surely start amassing plastic. But I get what? Is it 150 per shave? It's... Okay, it doesn't say here. But I can assume that that's the case. Now, one thing I haven't really thought about, but at some point I might want to start farming these water weeds, unless I can just keep them wild indefinitely. And for that I'll need chlorine stone, or no, bleach stone, which will need chlorine. And unfortunately, chlorine is only or bleach stone and chlorine is only reproducible if we have a chlorine vent. And I didn't get one on my previous game, so that could be an issue. If we're unlucky, we won't have any, and I'll have to find another way to source water weeds. At that point it will probably just be wild ranching, because 48 cycles for what, 4,800? I don't remember the exact amount of burgers that is, but that should be, I don't know, 6 at least. I'll have to read more on it, but a not too large amount of water weed should still be able to feed my duplicants for a while. So I should be able to still get by there. Now, I'll have to figure out what to do with the surplus water at some point. We do, of course, use small amounts on the micromeasure, but most of it is just still from already existent water. And here we have a Baku. These guys do make a significant amount of food, and now I have an idea for what to do with excess water, but where to build it? Because Bakus, as I just said, they drop a bunch of Baku fillet, or at least one, and they only live for 25 cycles. So if we can make a large pool, somehow just tame a bunch, then we should maybe be able to create large amounts of Baku fillet that we can eat. Also, another thing that I want to build at some point, maybe I'll just research it so that I can see the cost. The solar panel. As the way I will be doing this is I'll be doing things that some might consider a little bit exploity, or because, you know, it's I think it's still quite fun, still a bit of a challenge, and well, okay. Main point, I will be creating a Shinebug reactor at some point. And just the simple explanation as to what that is. It's a solar panel exclusively powered by Shinebugs. So that would be something I'll have to build at some point. But I also have to find out where to build it. And that, to that end, I maybe should start planning out a larger living area. Yeah, okay, this didn't work, that's right. I mean, the easiest way is to just set up a egg drop-off point and then just have it dumped in there, but... How long's their lifespan again? 100 cycles? Yeah. Those aren't the best. Instead... Okay. Let's say I just want to land out for the next Drecko chamber. Then we'll have it around here. Lime slimes are an issue. I don't know how to treat that properly yet. Okay, wait, let's just quickly check. What's their lifespan? No, slime ring. The slime ring has between 10 and 100 degrees, okay. So, in order to kill off the block without harvesting it, I'd probably either have to surround it in chlorine gas or cool it down to below 10 degrees. Which isn't exactly easy. Now, let's create a small notch in here so that we have access to this room. And wrangle this boy. And then just enable harvest on these two. And, well, most importantly, allow manual use on this one, sweep only, so that I can actually sweep these seeds and such. Because everything produced outside of a farm will be difficult to just set up an automatic harvest system. And, yeah. One thing I might also set up is just a general dumping area, where I'll be able to dump up everything, for simplicity's sake. Okay. I have lead, but it's not exactly easily accessible. But maybe I should ignore the pleas of the duplicants for now. We just have to ensure that this is the proper size. Well, it isn't the proper size, so you know. Take out the entirety, that's 106, remove 12, I believe, in order to get the proper size. Let's do this. Seal the top and create the door here. This guy did not get delivered properly, apparently. So they should attend to that. Also, I should... Okay, we have the renewable energy. Let's check the cost. The solar panel costs glass. Plus, that's the only missing resource. I believe it shouldn't be too much of an issue, maybe. I just need to gather some glass, which I could just break down these windows, get the remaining glass, and create the first reactor. Then we'll just have to... I don't know. Do more stuff. The best way is to cover it up from the top, but that's difficult. Okay, now it's too large. Okay, back to correct size. Or what my plan might be is to... Okay. If I were to decide to like build another Drecko chamber above first, maybe, then I could just create a seal here and then dig out this area, fill it up with salt water, and then instantly have the drowning box or the drowning chamber. But in order to do that, we need the creeper sensor. Let's let them finish up this part before we do anything else. Before we do anything else, let's just plan it out slightly. And we can have the exporting be in this direction. Hang on. Create it out of iron ore. This is the food trail, so continuing with the iron, we just took it onto the system. Easiest way to do it. And build these. Disable harvest because it takes time to do that, and I also don't really need that right now. We already have this Lyslow farm. Yeah. Best way to do this. But the main upside with using the Dreckos as our main source of food is that they only consume 1 unit of mealwood per cycle. Okay, I'm not 100% sure how much that actually is. I think that's supposed to mean that it eats like... What is it? It eats an entire plant per day. If that's the case... If it eats an entire plant per day, then I should have at least much more than I've actually been giving them. But I don't think I want to give them that much anyways. So, you know, too bad. And now that we have barbecue, immediately save that. Some people might use these old pups for a food farm. Not quite ready to do that myself. Therefore they will just be executed. That's... Unfortunately, these wool pups like to be annoying. And make messes. Could you just deliver it to the... this first? The main... First of all, I want them to just be correctly sealed so that they don't actually have to be put back in. Now, it's just... Oh, the one issue is that I'm actually going to need to tell them to sweep the finished lettuce. Is there a better way to do this? I mean, the best way would probably be to have them just immediately grab it and place it somewhere, but the problem with them having access to it is that then they'll just grab it whenever they please. And also, yeah, they don't actually sweep the meat either. It's just a bunch of small work I have to do myself in order to make stuff work, for in the meantime at least. At some point I'll figure out a proper system to make them do it themselves. Like in the beginning you'll have to micromanage a lot, but towards the end you want them to be as self-sufficient as possible. So while I wait for them to finish that area, I should probably start thinking what else to do. Mining over here and getting the glass could be an idea. Start maybe looking into creating a Scheinberg reactor. Now the problem is I'd have to find an area that's suitable for that. Also, before I forget about it, I'm going to rewire this system. This is now going to go there. Nothing down here, just has pass all the output back into the system the other way. Because the problem is with having a hydrogen storage like that is it's bulky, it takes a lot of room. So therefore I am going to change it out for an infinite hydrogen storage, so that I'll save myself some space. More salt water over here. The mushrooms here, I want to have access to them at some point. Like, it's not supposed to exit that way. Anyways, just again remove this before we start designing the new system that will be in place. I'll use about the same setup I had on the previous design. Just to like give a short explanation as to what I'm building. I will be building a confined area about 2x5. Then I'll install 2 pumps that will be designed so that they'll, if hydrogen is needed elsewhere, they'll pump out the hydrogen and send it over there. If not, hydrogen will be pumped into the system, and there will be a thin film of crude oil at the bottom to just ensure that nothing, or to ensure that the gas vents don't overpressurize, I mean. This is a system you can use if you are want to have max effect from the storm constantly. However, that will definitely cause pop eardrums everywhere, so I wouldn't suggest it. So this part has been sealed. We'll open up that point. Actually, let's slightly alter this just to place this on top. That way it will be actually possible to descend into it while we're building it. Which is probably a better idea. This is a 1 priority. Wait, this system isn't feeding anything else. Okay, yeah, then it's definitely... Unless it falls below 20%, you're not supposed to use it. Create a thin film of crude oil. I think it should be perfect once this wall is actually built. Oh no, actually, wait a minute. Now I'm actually not certain if this was the best idea, because it might actually drop through the blocks once we build these tiles. Oh, it pushed the wrong way. Anyways, that's not an issue. Now I'll just take a small look around to see that there's nothing that's not been harvested or not been picked up after being harvested. Yep. Ah, that's stale. Might not be a point in harvesting that now. Well, no. I was about to hope that we'd be able to see what they do, but no. I'll still have a little sleep. I am still not 100% certain how much to eat. Okay, this is not to contain barbecue. This is only supposed to contain sleet wheat and pinched peppernuts. Well, one thing's for sure. 5 mealwood is too much for just 2 Dreckos. And it would seem that the crude oil did actually drop out, so we're going to have to fill it up again. And there she comes to fill up. More to fill. Wait. It's so confusing when they go like up and down, up and down. Yep, now you don't need that more crude oil. You can just start building the other parts of the infrastructure. No, it's just how do I haven't exactly designed a setup on how to restrict what comes in yet, so I'll have to work on that. This can just install just a high quality conductive wire. Insert regular output on the other side. And beyond this, that should be fine. Oh no, wait. No, I'll need to... Now, I'll need to install, to just hook it up to the power currently. Or maybe not the entirety of it, but... Let's see, Shifty. I'll need to empty out this before I'm able to fill it up with hydrogen. Or else it's going to be... useless, essentially. And there we have 200. So a solar panel is just glass, actually. What I can afford 4 solar panels here. But I haven't researched glass blowing, so I can't make a glass. Wait, where's glass blowing? Okay, it's not. It's the next one. Just keep an eye on everything, make sure nothing falls down or falls below accepted values. Oh, here we have some lettuce we can harvest or sweep. Okay. I want to run some numbers on like how much do I actually need of everything before I'm able to create or before I can, how many wild sleekweeds do I need before I can live off their output, how many wild water weeds. Or like those two are the things that it probably wouldn't be an issue to have be wild, but wild meat is just... No, that doesn't work, because there are no short-living critters that drop regular meat. These guys live 100 cycles, which is just too long. Even if it's free, it's too long. And one thing I didn't think about when I started building it is that it's going to lag out the game at some point. Which isn't exactly good. But yeah, we're starting to stock up on some food. And none of it is going to spoil. So we'll be good for a while. Now, the body temperature is wrong here. Yep, it's too low, ever so slightly. I'd want a fair share of wild pinch of pepper plants as well. Though I don't exactly have a good reason, they're not exactly the most necessary plants right now. Okay, so this boy isn't going to grow because of misaligning atmosphere and pressure. There's chlorine in there, they don't grow under chlorine. And I don't really want to dump large amounts of carbon dioxide in there. Maybe I should set up some auto sweepers. Just to make sure nothing here spoils, but at the same time I think I can trust them to do a proper job there. Now, I think it's time we just tear down this and install a ladder. Once everything here is set up, we'll close it off and turn on the gas pumps. Yeah, okay, I don't think any of the resources lying there on the floor are that pressing right now, so I think I'll just leave them be. If I, for some reason, were to need them at some point, I can just create another one of these, transport the contents, and just tear it down. But until that point, there's no point in stressing. Oh, Carb. Look at this. I'm going to need to find a way to use the steam vent properly. Because it's able to create enough steam to, like, more or less power itself, I believe. Should I create a steam turbine, but at the same time, I'm going to need to cool down the output from the steam turbine more. So I'm also going to need an aqua tuner or another cooling setup. But that could be a source of power later on. Might have to return to it. Copper. There's gold in the... This is a swamp biome, I believe. There's iron in the caustic biome, but there isn't enough close to me. And since there isn't any metals in the ocean biome, I might struggle for ores later. Now what's the best way to counteract that issue then? Using lead as much as I can in wiring is one way, but for that I'd need to start cooling down the oil biome. There's a lot I can do, but there's a lot of that required small work in order to work. I guess for now I'll just have to mine out the small nodes that remain. Without any hungry creatures snapping them up. Oh, I forgot to add a gas vent. I'm going to need to explore more. Here is unexplored due to the swamp biome. But the question is, can I go around it somehow? No, this isn't This isn't the easiest thing to do. Okay, these guys aren't too many eggs here just yet, so that's not an issue currently, but okay, yeah, actually finish this system off. Pump not in gas. Okay, neither pump are in gas, then we can start cutting them off and start filling it with hydrogen. Once we overproduce to that extent. Ah. Now it's just start moving everything out. Hello? Oh yeah. With slime. Slime! If the slime was there, is it contaminated? No, no germs. Okay, that's good. Okay, they seem to be able to handle the influx of materials without too many issues. Okay. We're running low. No, we're running low on barbecue, but we still have a bunch. Should I? Should I maybe say that they aren't allowed to eat barbecue? Now that we have a proper storage system, maybe we should save it until we're able to create burgers. That might be a choice right now. Okay, the area is soon emptied. Let's just finish off the conveyors, the wiring, place a lid on it. Drop it out. Okay. Soon all of that will be done. Okay. Just finish all the construction. Although there's insufficient iron ore, that's an issue. Is there anywhere I can just quickly run in and get some iron? I guess this is the only place. Oh, this is sliced up, okay. Building gas. Okay, okay. Have you guys harvested? Yep, you have. Yep, that rotted right in front of me. No. This is stupid. Like, I don't remember how many extra events you get from having the Geo active. But considering 3 of them have just been carbon dioxide vents, it's not really good. Or we need... Or I don't need, but I want the extra vents. But I want them to be something good actually, and not carbon dioxide 3 times. And because carbon dioxide is probably the worst vent. Let's just see, what can we use carbon dioxide for actually? We can purify it into oxygen, we can skim it to gain polluted water, we can cheat to remove it altogether, oxyburn for oxygen. The problem is that it's not really the deciding factor. Though the slickster is probably the only viable usage, but then again, the molten slickster is 75 to 270, this outputs it at 500. So I'm going to have to cool it down in order to use it, and at that point, why even bother? So no, carbon dioxide is not useful. Oh yeah, I had to explore somewhere in here just to make sure I'd found all of the sleep beats. What's the best way to do that? Possibly just to... No, that would... Actually, yeah, probably the best idea would be just to... create a straight mine again. And also just mill this one to let these 3 start growing again. That's about it. Have you mined the iron? They finished off the parts here, so I have to make a conveyor here. Actually, no. Even though it's slightly more expensive, I'll place it on the side here, so that you can tap in from, or build further on it from all sides. Now I'm just going to need these Drecklets to grow up soon. I told it to build them out of gold amalgam. Well, I guess that's okay. Now, one issue with just making another Dreklet branch up here is that I'm going to have to drain the salt water somewhere. Okay, that's done. Just finish up the roof and then the corners. Again, I finished those quite quickly. Place them there, and just dig a small drainage pipe. Most of it got taken by the box, so it's not too much to remove, so hopefully it's going to be fine. Now on to installing the critter sensor. I'm not exactly sure where that one should be placed quite yet. This isn't the same setup I'm using. But cooling wise, this is fine. Yeah, I think. Now, I don't think they do, but are the Sanishel able to drown? If they are, I have help farming and there's no point in drowning those actually. Okay. There's a pufflet egg in the Sanishel farm. Oh boy. Hang on, what? Oh yeah. Glossy Dreckos eat slightly more. In that case, I should have more plants, but at the same time I don't think I need it quite yet. And yep, just mop up the rest. You know, not the most efficient, but it works. And now we can actually start to work on the second Drecko farm. No, it's just the door will be slightly higher on this, and that's not an issue, but okay, it's just signing is a little bit of a puzzle. Okay, that's 64 plus 24. 88 tiles. Minus those that I have to fill with the farm tiles. And how many in here? 72. Nope. 72 plus 28. Minus 5. Okay, I guess that's fine. Oh. Allow the ice, but I don't have any where to place it, so it will probably just melt. Oh yeah, I actually have to set up a system for them to get past this farm. That's by doing this, I suppose. That's the easiest way to do it. And like this, maybe? Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Allows for the total room size, and if I ever move this insulation wall, I might get slightly more room. Nope. You've angled, or you've hatched. They'll have 5 plant seeds each. For the time being, I'll cut down this farm by 5. I believe I have enough lice low. And with this, it'll cancel each other out, so... at least until I get the farm up and running, and at which point I'll get so much meat it shouldn't be an issue either way. I guess it's just time to hook this up. And... remove... yeah, just... set this tile so they can move, and remove these. Don't need them. Don't need a shank station up there, that's not the intention. And just have a critter drop-off point. Yeah, they're just glum but not cramped yet. That's good. As for the shipping, it's possible to cover the entire room anyways, so it doesn't matter if I have to switch some out. So I should probably just kick this guy out. Nope. Ah, whatever. You're not really supposed to take care of him, because that means he'll just die more, but you know, you do you. Did you... Yep, here we have some letters. Is there any more they've harvested recently? Yes. Oh, they've... Oh yeah, they dug out here. Oh. Okay, so this snow biome was... It's quite a bit larger. That should mean more sleet wheat, so that's good. Although yeah, there's oxygen, so... But this one will probably die out. Or it won't be able to help me. There doesn't seem to be anything else here. So, just set up a proper system here. Due to the low consumption at the moment, I can just split their outputs for now. Half can go into the infinite storage, half can go into the regular storage. Body temperature? Oh no. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, it's too hot here. Okay, I'm going to have to find a way around that. Okay. It's time to think about making a cooling system around the base. The simplest solution would just be to use wheat swords, but I don't think I have any more that I can use right now, which is a small issue. Have I researched HVAC yet? Yeah, I have. Okay, that's... The HVAC is... It could be useful in this situation. But it's also the problem, I'd need some place to dump that heat. So if I already had a cooling box, I could just dump it straight in there, but as I don't have a cooling box quite yet, I'd in that case have to dump it in some place in some area of the base that I wouldn't mind heat, which doesn't really exist yet. Okay. I don't really want to crack open the ice core just yet, so I'll have to find another way around this. Okay, let's... There are supposed to be ways to remove energy. Like the steam turbine is one of those ways, but large amount of refined metal, which I don't have yet. What's the temperature around the base? This area is cool, as to be expected. Hot due to the jumbo battery. Actually, where is it? For now, just destroy the jumbo battery. I want to replace it with a smart battery. Also, please do it quickly. That way we'll produce a little less heat. So that will keep us going, or keep us... It will slow down the rate at which we are killing the base. Also, I guess I could try out the thing I read online. But even if that works, it doesn't really matter. Just to explain it, I read that apparently you can disable or set the battery to be disabled, at which point it will still function as part of the electric network. It will charge, it will discharge, but apparently it will not create heat energy. And if that really works, that's quite nice. So if we just test that out once somebody had the time. Okay, it's disabled. But it doesn't function as part of the electric circuit. Okay, that didn't work. Was that the jumbo battery? I don't know. But we're starting to fill up on barbecue and lettuce. Just let's research the gourmet meal preparation. And after that we'll have to think about getting natural gas, which isn't fun. The only two... Oh. Apparently it's only produced through the old refinery and the Casimir. And of course the natural gas geyser at 150 degrees. So again, this is a system I'm going to need wart seeds for. The system I intend to use then will just be first of all a gas lock to enter the area and build a pump, and then run the gas through a cold cooling box. But until I have wart seeds, we won't be using that. And also, why do you not have high enough morale? Okay. We need to watch out for that. Need more iron. There are small amounts in the walls here. Let's just grab those. Maybe 4. Okay, I really need to start exploring around the place, but floral scent. Oh yeah, the buddy bub. The floral scent, even though it's written as a jab, it's not really dangerous unless one of your duplicants is allergic. Hang on. No, this is hot polluted oxygen vent. Go around here. No, okay, let's just check. I will, as I intend to use this system everywhere, just set up markers. Hopefully in position where they actually won't be built, as they're only meant to be markers. Yep, and then it's to test. Yep, that is actually the correct. So we can create a bridge over here. And then excavate this area. And I guess continue it. There. Just design the whole way. Oh. No, it didn't dig through any bleach stones. Okay, that's good. Minimalize the loss of bleach stone early on, so that if I actually have to use it later on and there isn't a chlorine vent, I'll still be able to survive a while. The natural gas has a specific heat capacity of 2? Blimey. About half of water, so 5 kilograms of natural gas, and I know that's too much. Just slightly less than hydrogen, that's going to be cooling a nightmare. I'll need to find a way around that. Again, I need wart seeds, but unless I find a rust biome or a ice biome beyond saving, I won't be able to get any quickly. Okay, you're idle. Why are you idle? Okay. I don't know what that was about, but... Oh yeah, I'm dumping salt water here. That's right. Get it out of the way. That was the plan. And... guess I could also start excavating in this direction, slightly lower priority though, as I'm more interested in this way. Yep. And... I'm going to have to find something to do with this saltwater pool at some point. For water can be used in food. Purity tablets, terrarium, carbon skimmer. Okay, so I mean the main things that just consume water is the bristle bottom blossom, the oil well, supercomputer, and the electrolyzer, but that's not as easy to use to destroy water. Unless I have somewhere to dump the oxygen. Is it? Yep, they're getting cramped. In that case, I'll just... set up a simple... exporting sequence. And then just have this be where I dump off any extra eggs when I haven't set up a automatic system for it yet. And new printable sandstone. I could probably feed an extra duplicate, but I don't want to. Okay. Just dig all the way to the wall. I mean, this is something, an incredible amount of granite. If I need granite, I'm set for a while. And over here we have carbon dioxide, pincher pepper plant, so that's probably a caustic biome. And over here, oh, copper. A massive copper node. Sandstone, a bit smaller metal iron node. In that case, I'll dig down and crack it open. And also there's just another salt biome above. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, we have a volcano. Well, volcano. It's so nice to have an extra volcano, I guess. There is at least some use for it. dependent on what kind of volcano though. What kind of gases are there again? The copper, gold, iron, and then just regular volcanoes. But now that I can see like all of them, out of all of these, I'd want the cool slush geyser, preferably. Cool slush geyser, alternatively. No. Maybe even the polluted water vent. And I already have the saltwater geyser, so but I could accept another one. Okay. Oh, yep, we have an anti-entropy nullifier. No sign of any heat leakage. Okay, so the anti-entropy nullifier is a... I mean, essentially it's just a beefed up... it's essentially just a beefed up forced V-sword. I don't exactly remember just how efficient it is, but... I mean, I think it does the same, just cooling down the area around it at the cost of hydrogen. Let me just quickly actually double check it. We have that the anti-entropy nullifier requires, I believe it's maybe 5 kilograms of hydrogen a second, or no, actually it has to be less than that. Anti-entropy thermo nullified, yes. Okay, it takes only 10 grams of hydrogen per second, and it deletes 80 kilo DTUs, which that is about, wait, 6. Okay, a single V-sword can delete 12 kilo DTUs if it's immersed in hydrogen and working at 100%. So with it being a... oh, yes. Okay, we have a vent. Okay, we need to quickly excavate it. Yes. Doing it the more efficient way will just make some granite stairs. And then high priority. But the... okay, with 7 V-swords you delete 84 kilo DTU, so it's about 7 V-swords, and it only costs 10 grams of hydrogen per second. Which, with the setup the spawn I'm currently using, I am producing more than enough hydrogen for that. Only problem is, as you can see, it's quite far away, so it's kinda difficult to use currently. In order to use it effectively, I'd have to hook it up to some sort of system over here. Or build a system up around it. Going back here. Quite... it's a low concentration as it's not too tall of a path. Well, and I'll find it soon. Down here we have something, haven't discovered it yet. Maybe should. And a cool salt slush geyser. That's okay. So that's going to allow us to make cool. Ah, it's another geyser. Ugh. Oops. Yeah. Well, it's G for geyser. But we have one cool salt slush geyser. That's a start at least. Just because now we can just use that to cool the area. Assuming we set the assuming a baseline of 0 degrees Celsius. That one I mean, it's wrong to say it deletes energy because it's creating, but it's just not creating much, and at thermal equilibrium it will be lower due to it. But yes, that's another source of water. One that we won't risk heating up our base too much, because this area is already too hot. Like, it's fine that we have that the water is hot, because the electrolyzers delete energy when the water is above a certain point, but it's still going to heat up the rest of the base unless we do anything about it. And can't you guys? Okay, you can build it. So please build it. Because these guys are cramped and I want to be able to dump off it soon. Now we have another one of these sandstone biomes. More sea over there. 30 hatchling eggs, nice. Even though I'm adding these to the... Okay, what I should be doing with this whole hatchling farm is just figure out at what age they lay the egg, and then kill them the moment they've gone above it. So that I get the least amount of critters at once, and I still get, like, the most effective system. There's, like, the amount of seawater is quite annoying. It does make it difficult to explore without making a major mess. Just make sure to harvest all the water weeds, pick up the produce. Make sure that once we start producing... Okay, this is just one's priority, stop delivering seeds. Once we start getting natural gas, we can produce as much frost burgers as possible. Or as many, I guess it's correct way to say it. No. Oh. up having it on the correct place actually. That means that we can just... this one is correctly placed. That means it's going to be an even number from here. That's 69, so no. That means it's supposed to be here and start digging in here. And then once that's done, we'll keep tunneling through. See where that gets us. And also I... just checking if there's... okay, there's a waterway there. Expand the top layer to remove it so that more oxygen can get through. Expand the hallway. Just let more oxygen reach this area so that's it's easier to breathe for them. And that would also mean expanding this area, but I don't want to do that. So there is a limit to my benevolence. We're producing slightly less oxygen than we're consuming. Probably not a huge problem. It's going up and down. Are we really using more power than we're creating? Actually no, this one should be set to 5. Because this one is set to 10 or 15. Uh-oh. The cave in. We probably should explore this area as well. Wait. There was a small layer of water here, probably. Probably should... maybe I should figure out where the next wall is going to be, and then place it up. Wait. Something wrong here. Yeah, something is wrong here. No. Because this is the actual one. So it's 1, 2. Ugh. Yeah, it's... oh. Forgot the lettuce. Well. I expanded this in order to let the oxygen in, but with the salt water, There's not enough room. Wait. Oh, get this shit done already, please. Like, sure, I want the eggs to hatch, but at the same time, I want to move the other ones. Oh, well, now we see why we don't tame puffs, because they die of starvation. Didn't get any polluted oxygen, therefore he couldn't eat. Rest in peace, my guy. This is Senti. So that's correct. It is sent in here. Just need to set up these ones to make sure I follow the system and excavate these. And over here, just deliver the granite, please. Just get it done, please. And we'll turn to our food. Barbecues on the rice. This bozo is going to die. Let's just make it easy. Oh, no, never mind. Sleepy times. Okay. Well, at least they're no longer cramped, so... I have researched the incubator, so I could start using that sooner or later. And I guess that would be a way to spend the extra energy we have over here. But until the mealwood up here is actually able to grow, there's not really any point. So we'll do this step by step. First step is to dig out the actually other area I wanted you to dig. And not the pool. Yeah, we have a shine nymph. Once I actually gathered a bit of phosphorite from these Dreckos, I can start farming the shine bugs. Oh, these guys eat... oh, they only eat a couple of grams. Let's see, the most hungry of them eat 1,000. That's good. Meaning that I'll easily be able to support them with the simple Drecko farm I have right now. Who does the kid? Oh, come on. Well, just eat it then, guys. That's why you're there. Yeah, nothing's been harvested yet. Not enough cycle since last time. We mine out this area. And maybe we should enter this area too. just see actually what lies here. No germs, so it's safe. Or, well, it's hot. I don't... Should maybe try to be a bit try not to spread too much heat. There we go. Nailed it. And oh my... Okay. If that's the problem right now, just dig the lead. Seems that the reason they aren't able to finish it is because the lead is stuck somewhere. And also just insert this so that we... power not... Oh yeah. Too bad. We need this, the lead. It's not a good situation, but I'll just have to live with it. And I contracted heat stroke. Maybe I should have been a bit more careful. Oh well. It's fine. One, two, three, four. These are quite close actually. Although I don't think there is like a minimum distance they have to be away from each other, I'd still say that they're abnormally close. Okay, how? Ooh, squirrelweed. Yes. Okay, do I have anything that you can eat just you so that you stop complaining so much? Well, you're okay. No, you have 15 out of 15. You shouldn't be complaining. You know what? Scoreboard, you'll be the first one to get a private bedroom. How about that? Maybe then you'll stop complaining. Slightly high priority on these. Just so we reach this area over here. But why is it? Oh. It's... An unfamiliar building has been discovered in my colony. There's movement inside, but whoever the inhabitant is, they seem wary of us. If we can convince them that we mean no harm, we could very well end up with fresh fruit. And a useful new building. Maybe. It's not something I'll focus on right away, as I don't have the time to convince some random stranger. Need to focus on cooling down the base boy. Oh, they've reached -30. Resort, snow. Maybe I should look around for easily accessible cracks. There is a bleach down. Oh well. Like these cracks, I think I'm supposed to be able to get wheatwort seeds from them. But when they're that deep, it's kind of difficult. Hmm. But it seems to be far enough for now. It's also quite, it's not easy for the duplicates to get over here, so we'll try to mine another way first. And first place we'll look is, I guess, further along here. Just need to figure out where to do it. Oh wait, there's a whisper seed down here. Oh. Could maybe be an idea to mine down there. And also, if my fear is that, oh no, I will lose all the ice in the core, that's not really an issue. At some point I'll crack it open anyways, use it as a mass. I don't know exactly what I'll use it for once I crack it open. Like, the main difference from a regular core is that it's frozen, therefore I don't have to worry about heat leakage. And that it's ice, so it's more water than I could need. Oh no. I'd use it up at some point, but still it's a lot of water. So maybe cracking it open is not something I should fear. Just letting the heat from around seep into it slowly. Maybe. Creating the channel down. It's... For now I should probably just find another way to amass wart seeds. Okay. This one will be able to live. These ones will just rot due to how high up they are. Maybe I should just... Yeah. Crack it open, dig up the Westward seed, and just move it into my base for now. Let's also move it up here where it's actually needed right now. And then, once we've grabbed it, we'll just seal it off. It's the easiest, and let's also allow me to explore a little more. Alternatively, I could also just consider this one down here lost, and instead just seal up the roof. That way I could pass through it without feeling too bad. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Only issue is that I'd have to make a better way in, but I'll probably just ignore it. And Oh yeah, I must be on the lookout for lettuce. Should I maybe just... Oh... What is this? No. Bad duplicates, this isn't safe. I thought I had destroyed that one already, but apparently not. And then K1. Oops, we ran out of power. Another day without enough oxygen generation. Should I? Let's see. Okay, new day. Okay, we have a tendency to underproduce actually. But then again, it's not really underproduction by a lot, so... The best way to fix this would probably be to... I don't know, maybe... let these two output some. Currently I'm not really allowing them to do so. This one they can't mine. Destroy the roofs. But also focus on this part first. Yeah, the oxygen isn't exactly getting past. Where are you? I really don't think you should. Oh, could you submit bioscan maybe? Okay. Actually focus more on the root than digging out. Please. There we have the wall, okay. There is a fucking leak here as well. Jeez. That's a problem. But now that I've actually opened the way, I can start thinking about plugging it. Just mark the distance. Up here. And this is an easily survivable heat leak. Just need to block it up. Meaning I'd have to dig out here. Just do it like this to make it obvious the way I'm doing it. remove that one so the bleach stone can fall in the water. Mine up here. Actually, mine up here. Take 2 to the left. Continue upwards. And then we can just finish our way over. There will be a water leak, but that's the least of our problems. Now that the wastewater's been delivered, we should see, yep, it's starting to cool down the air. At some point I probably will have to move it if it's too effective at its job and starts killing the plants. Then now there will be some heat transfer, the ice will probably melt. Yeah. I'm using granite, I have these excess granite. Actually, before you do that, submit the biome scan and grab whatever inside it. Now that seems to be the only... yeah, that's the only heat leak of this area. But it also doesn't have that many sleet weeds. It has 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 sleet weeds that are actually 5 that are actually usable. Sorry, compared to this one that has also 5 at a lower, lot smaller area. Oh. Oops, ah boy. Oops. Made an oopsie. But now that we've found the end over here, we can... I mean, we could possibly dig down if we wanted that. There isn't too far to the edge on this side either. So we don't have to rush either those ways. But exploring around here... and now we can actually move a lot to the side from the wall. So the wall is probably around here. Should I maybe make a ladder? If the abyss light wall being this thick, but it will be a problem if I remove like a small amount, so just build this so you don't have to wade through the water every time. These guys have started growing good. So, and this one is back up good. You're supposed to take glossy and direct attacks, allowing manual use but sweep only. Also not auto ranking surplus, but also start thinking about Ooh, the body temperature is... It's starting to leak through, that's an issue. I guess having a saltwater box like this would do that. Now I need to cool down the water. I guess that's passively done by just making sure the rest of the area is cooled, but this V-sword isn't good enough for that. I mean, it's deleting what? It's only about 5,000 kilo DTU, I believe. Meanwhile, this one, reducing it down to 30 would take... way too much. A lot more. So we're going to need more. Preferably they would be submerged in hydrogen to make them more effective, but don't have a proper system for that just yet. Oh, I guess I could get the system for it quite quickly, actually. But we have these canisters, fillers. Just hook this up and empty it every now and then. Now the main issue here is obviously that there isn't really an area for me to dump it, but if I instead move this to a platform up here... Oh wait. Preferably at some point I'd move the door down here. No, that wouldn't work due to mealwood. So instead I'm going to have to build tiles here, fill the top here, and place down an airflow tile. Which again is not the best way. For now we have another less space. I guess we could start digging out the small amounts of heat that would bypass is easily counterable, easy to counteract, given that we have a V-sword up there. So in that case, I guess I could just check 14 tiles. Now that's not too easy to fix, but I could just, to have a small pocket of hydrogen, do this. And also set up a canister empty. Although that one should also preferably be on an airflow tile in order to not risk it escaping. Oh. Yeah. Chili. Oh wait, this is oxygen. There's not enough carbon dioxide here apparently. For the sleet, wheat grain. Does seem to... You know... Same with this one. And this one. This entire area is essentially fucked. Yeah, I don't think... Like, the only part of this area that's going to properly produce sleet wheat is this area, so... I mean, I guess I could, like, box in this part with this wheat spot just to be sure. But this one, I don't know. I could also just let it be and see if it somehow, if it finds an equilibrium that works in my favor. And oh yeah, I forgot about that. Build it there alongside this one and create these two. I forgot that they didn't have a way up there anymore since I demolished it. That's on me. Oh, these guys aren't cramped. We're starting to fill up slowly. The excess water could be dumped somewhere, but as it's what? It's about 30 degrees, I don't really want that. At some point, I guess I would want somewhere to just fill with water so that I can take water from the pitcher pump, but that's also for later. So, immediate use. I guess for immediate use I could try to set up like a simple bristle blossom farm. Just need to figure out... Okay, it survives to temperatures up to 30. Is this... Okay, it's around 30 this. So that could be a possible use. This is 91%. 84. Not recognized. Deconstruct. And then it should be done, so we can start doing storage every so often. And then just dump it all here. I was thinking about The lettuce storage. Right, I need to finish the system there. Wasn't there two here? Wait, are they delivering the lettuce themselves? That doesn't seem likely. This one is it's probably not consuming hydrogen at the moment. These guys are quite hot. Is that just how they're born? Yeah, probably. So they are going to slowly heat up the room. Not good. And actually just make this slightly higher priority so that they actually get it done. There is no oxygen flow in there, so maybe I should do something about that. Actually make it possible for them to work there. And insufficient oxygen generation, don't really care. And with this up here, it's no longer spreading enough heat down there. Although... let's do this. It'll be a bit of a mess, but you know, it'll cool down the plants really good. Maybe more than I want them to, but whatever. Now we'll be able to see the effect of using temp shift plates made of ice. I do know what it is, but oops, it melted, but it cooled down everything. Ow. Is this the best idea? Oh well, they went immediately back up to 30, so it's not an issue. Like, yes, it cools down the plants immediately, but they also heat up quite quickly. And we just wait for it all to drip down, and then soon they'll start complaining about the heat, about the temperature, but it'll be too high. Also, I'm probably going to have to mop up everything. And now they're cramped, because they laid a little egg. I guess I'll just put it where it belongs. In the drowning chamber. Actually, maybe I'll stick around to see when they do it. Yep. The Drecko is never getting out of there alive. And the temperature in this room It's cool around this area, but it'll start heating up real soon. Meanwhile, down here, we see a different story. Here it's a cool, crisp 10 degrees. But, why? Is all the heat that's down here, like, escaping this room? Oh no, oopsie daisy. The reason why the heat is, or the thing is cooling down so willingly is because of these two. I'm supposed to actually, keep the heat in here and not leak it out, even though I appreciate that it's cooling down the area a bit. I can't keep going, I need to remove it. So what I'll be doing is just create 2 tiles and then exchange all these 4 tiles with insulated tiles. And just to explain it, I'm placing these here just to ensure that no gases get pushed into the pocket while I'm doing this. Although the carbon dioxide isn't a problem since it's sterile, its conductivity is way too low. Ugh, the pips. Creating way too much mess. There we have it. This tile is unreachable. But now it should be if you fix that. And everything seems to be going good. We're at cycle 240. I don't know how quickly you're supposed to get like most of the infrastructure up and running, but I think I'm doing it at a decent pace. Although I am definitely not pushing it, because I know that pushing it is dangerous. Once you start doing too much, all of a sudden someone's trapped and you'll have someone to save them. Suddenly they're suffocating to death. I tend to try to avoid those things. And temperature. Okay, now it's heating back up at about 30. The salt water has barely decreased in temperature. Like again, the main reason that it's such heat is probably because I have been a fool. Like I should... This whole box should have been made out of insulated tiles. Now I can't just willy-nilly change it because it's going to leak a lot, which I don't really want. They're cramped again because they laid a new egg. Now that I think I'll check. Place it there and place it. Okay, the setup I have used here isn't too good actually. Or the system. Like over here I can just place it one here, I've covered the whole room, and I can place the box here. Down here, however, remove the stairs. I could put it here. I could put it here. They reach the same point. But I also need to put another one over here. And the power went out. Oh boy. Well, let's make sure they have the same dumping point. And just hook up the conveyor rails. Actually, no, not using gold. Use copper now that I actually have access to it. Okay. You know what? I think I'll just cut this. I'll put it back in once this one starts overfilling, but now I actually need the hydrogen, so dumping it into an endless storage is not the solution. Actually, set this to A1 priority, but if they have the time, I guess they can excavate the first volcano. And this one we can get back to later. Yeah, okay, there's not much they're able to do before they have to bolt out of there. I probably have to find a way to fix that. What I could do is no, that could still, I mean, it would more or less work. Place it there. You know what? I have a slightly higher priority on this. I think this should at least let the hydrogen bunch up at the top and let the oxygen get a little farther in, I believe. Although I might also have to expand the top here in order to actually let the oxygen in. Yeah. Oh, new printable is available. How long have I missed that? Snazzy suit, and JC can have it. Yeah, we have a poke shell mold. Well, they have only one of them is killed by the temperature, yet. The fact that the boxes are starting to heat up is a problem. Should I? Oh, first of all, sweep this lettuce. Should I maybe try to flush the carbon dioxide down the base? The problem is now it's just filling up the bottom of my base. I need to remove it at some point. But at the same time, okay. What I can do is if I move all the oxyfern seeds I have down here, I don't know, wrangle some pips, hope they fall down. Yeah, if I wrangle some pips, they fall down here, then they can move around and plant these oxyferns. They'll start eating the carbon dioxide and I'll get some free oxygen. Now I just don't know exactly how efficient those oxyferns are. Wait. These boys are just so annoyed. Try capture the last one, see if you get them at a good point. Oh. Now we just need to slowly reveal more of the back wall so that they're able to finish up the insulated tiles. And this wall is definitely in the way. No. It'll take a little while before we'll see if my plan actually worked or not. Well, this guy should... Oh, wait. Although, actually, to be fair, I don't really want my pips to run around on this area messing with my stuff. He seems to be going for the container. Hopefully he will just whip out the oxyfern and... No. It didn't seem like he took the oxyfern. Also, I should probably give him just an arbor acorn. Just so that he might actually have a little bit of fun and food in his life. Although now I actually have to make it sweep only so that they don't mess it up. Food has decayed. Where? Ah, it's a shame. But with the amount of wild lettuce I have, it's difficult to keep track of all of it. Okay, do this first. Do this if it actually works. Like there isn't an issue with the heating yet. I still have time to fix this. I don't have to freak out just yet. No, yep. Remove it. Now up. With the new way it works, I think you'll have to remove all of it actually. But with the salt water there, I can also remove the bleach stone. So it shouldn't be a problem. Oh no! Please go back. Oh well. Now that you're done there, please finish. Oh. Do I have a dump chest for bleach stone? Oh yeah, it's in this one, yes. Okay. It's working fine. Don't worry. Should I? I should probably make a memorial to this poor poker shell. But how should I do that? I don't want to disturb his final resting place. I can do. This is 16. Meaning I can just make like use this floor of the building to be like a small memorial for him. Maybe some statues, some beautiful art maybe. Just so that he knows that he existed. Poor little child. Rest in peace, Pokeshelt. Gone, but not forgotten. Which is why I probably should not destroy the rip sign. Lest we forget. Now we don't have to plan it just yet, but some statues and, you know, statues and flowers. A pedestal with a Pokeshelt mold on it. Not his, mind you. Actually, that would be sick. I shouldn't do that. The water shaft. Interesting. We should just fix that. And, oh yeah. The carbon dioxide is still unable to leave. But they seem to be inching forward. Oh well. Spicy tofu. Make sure to sweep that and also check that you guys are not allowed to eat spicy tofu. No. No good food until we're able to make it sustainable. You will starve. Oh, cramped again. You know, just finish this system. And then put up the little creeper sensor. And also, just to make sure we have it, a little incubator. The incubator will be important in ensuring that we have a constant 4 or 5 critters in each of these rooms, so that we have consistent food production. And will anything leak out? No. I could exchange the top as well. With some extra work, I guess I could exchange the entirety, but I think deleting the heat is also something I want to do at some point, so it's not an issue that I'm doing it like this. Good up. Ah yeah, you're just heading down to collect the lead, I'm sorry. Oh, yep, they planted the oxyphone. So it's what, creating 7.8 grams of oxygen per second. Okay, so it's a fourth. Seems about right. Seems fair. Let's just see whether or not I have any more. Wait, what did I get now? Oh, plastic. Oh wait, plastic. That means that we can actually get our first bed. Let's just... Is this 33? That means it's 16 plus 1. Okay, now designing these rooms. I think I was planning to split them into 4 rooms per level. Maybe I should take 3 instead. That way we'll have 1 door at the ends. On 29 tiles or 28 tiles divided by 3. That's 9 per room and 1 to that, that's 10. That's actually too much. So let's stick with the 4 rooms. Yep. Probably the best. They don't need 2 large rooms there. Okay, so the first person to get a room is Scoweird, because he's constantly stressed. Anyways, use granite for the extra decor. Oh, what was I thinking here? And make sure to actually put the doors and such on the ground. Same with the bed. This can be a 4 priority, as I'd much rather be focused on this part. So this is going to take anything edible, but only when the amount of critters is above, let's say, 4. That's... Okay, let's say when it's above 6. So that if not, they'll actually be able to grab an egg and put it in the incubator. But when it is, they are to take anything edible and the directly eggs. And then the eggs will get sent to the doom. But I also have to make the wires. I did forget about that. Oh. She's almost there. Wait. Yeah. She. Actually, come to think of it, I don't remember. It doesn't really matter either. Let's see, empty this and start filling the top area here. Look, it's cooling down ever so slightly. Meanwhile, the room overlay, it's 87 tiles. That's something I actually... Now they're cramped. And they are 6 critters and 2 eggs. Let's just quickly count eggs. Yeah. Okay, so this room can only have 7. In that case, I'll set the egg counter to 5. Wait, which? No, I delivered it there. And then once they're finished this wire, we'll be able to grab the last egg. Okay, wait a minute. In 3 cycles, a small directlet will die. Oh, while you're living Drecko. Unacceptable. Sleet wheat. I can. Okay. I need a system that makes the duplicants go out and look for lettuce and deposit it in a box that delivers it to the system, but without grabbing the lettuce that's already in the freezer. Do any of you guys have any suggestions as to how I could do that? If... Currently the only way is to make them manually grab it, but that's not going to work in the long run. Do I have? Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, no, this was already... No, okay. Okay, now this bad boy is cooling. Cooling with gas. If I had like a spare storage room, then maybe it could work, but that would also be a pain to build now. Now this is outside the target harvest zone. Also grab this. And this. Slowly but surely we are stacking up on lettuce. Maybe I should just build the gas station, like even if I'm not using it currently. Just having it means that I'd actually be able to, you know, see what I need. It's like one lettuce plant creates 100 calorie every cycle. That's the baseline I can work with. Just need to see how many calories I need per burger. So with the amount of plants I already... Oh, oh well. You live. That's a... Is that a horrible thing to say? Just, don't worry about the 50 degree burn, you live. Do I have any other arbor acorns around? No, now that I actually have the right temperature for wild growth, I definitely should be exploiting it more than I have on previous playthroughs. Because with the arbor trees, that's free lumber. Turn that into ethanol, turn that into, which turns into power, polluted water. I also get some dirt, free dirt. It's just those little things that are quite useful. Like if everything wasn't dumped in here, I could like just make a small... No, that wouldn't be a wise idea either. But I just need somewhere to dump it and somehow to get them to dump it. I could... That won't work. Okay, let's say we set this to... And now it moved that one up. Actually no, set this to sweep only. Instead just have another one that's purely for lettuce. Let's try that instead. How much oxygen are we? We are creating a bit of oxygen using these oxyphones. This one is only going to take lettuce and allow manual use. Let's see how long it takes before they destroy the system. Nothing yet, nothing yet. I mean, it wasn't that high priority, but still, I'm impressed they haven't just created an infinite loop. Looking around for the... or for any remaining lettuce. Nothing here. Doesn't seem to be any. Good. Just get this done so that I can actually see the recipe and plan a little more ahead for the next time. Next time I'll have to set up a system to cool down natural gas and then send it over here. Just another canister of hydrogen should be enough for the cooling system over there. Oh. Energy. Oh, yeah, that's right, I have mealwoods. I get some free mealwood. Is there anything else I want them to plant down here? No, I guess not. Any fungal spores, maybe? Like just dig a slightly deeper ditch. Like maybe... actually not that one. Dig it in a way that they can't go down there, but this, and now some fungal spores. That way we could get some free mushroom caps. And actually, does these guys contain any seeds? Not many at least. I guess if they planted the dust caps down here, it would be fine as well, but preferably I'd have him in a slightly lower chamber than the oxyphones. And here we have, okay. The Frostburger, the best food in the game, requires 400 lettuce per, or 400 calories of lettuce per 6,000 calories. Which means that 4 wild lettuce plants can support 6 colonists. That's surprisingly little, actually. It's like everything that I need to like domesticate wild lettuce is just a pool of salt water, natural tiled spleef, some caps on the ends, and pips. So if I just have like, and each room can fit 12, like each room can then support, was it 18 duplicates maybe? And then it's just making sure the heat's correct, and once I get proper HVAC set up I can do that easily. No, actually HVAC, that's the wrong way. I want to dump heat into the room most likely. Ah well. But that's quite easy to set up given that I save enough natural tiles. And like, now I can save this, like I can save a line here, save a line here, save a line here, save a line here. That's immediately like the 4 rooms. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that actually. Just immediately start working towards a wild lettuce setup. That one I can't dig all the way to the top, as I need to avoid breaching the sand, but that's not really an issue, or that's not really a problem, the fact that I have to leave it there. And then I can just install a pitcher pump on each floor. What do you mean, a valid construction location? Yeah. Oh, what? I did not mean to place one there. No, but now we have a setup that once active can create simple, and also since this is contained, now it immediately remembered something. This won't be able to be like 100% effective as like a wild farm. Like I can't plant them just next to each other. Who's starving? I'll just go eat. I guess the pips won't allow that kind of planting. I mean, as you can see here. Okay, maybe they do allow it. I think I don't remember the exact rules, but there are some rules for pip planting, so I don't think that should be possible. But if it is, that's free food. And also having just large amounts of wild lettuce is just a way to cheap out on paying these large amounts of bleach stone, so not complaining. Now, yeah, they seem to be getting some work done up here. And they haven't explored any new geysers or vents. So So, you know, speaking about events, maybe we should, let's see, where would that, I mean, creating it properly wouldn't really work, but, you know, it's always fun to, wait, should I be closer? Like this. Perfect. Anyways, dig out those rooms, create the pitcher pumps, and fill the... wait. Does the water weed... no, they do not need salt water, so I can just use regular water for simplicity's sake. But it is important to finish off these indicators at the end. I see that I built these stories. Did I intend for this like to be living area, living area, living area? Also, actually, maybe we'll ramp this up to a 5 so that they actually finish off the first bedroom. Submit bioscan. It's annoying that it's not being like set to be up. Yeah, we're doing it. This isn't an unreachable thing. What are you on about? Score Weird. Why is Score Weird so stressed? You know what, Score Weird? Finish your room off. Then maybe you can stop being so stressed. We could also... we could get the hanging aerosol pot. I believe that's what the glass ones are called. Yeah, no, the aero pot. And put them on the roof to make some nice decor. But, oh. Yeah, general decor of the base is quite terrible. I don't... it is what it is. Did they plant the fungal spores already? I can see them. Or is it just hidden in this pile of garbage? Now this... oh... let's increase it so that they actually start working with it. I'm forcing their hand will not make them just pull water weeds or pull lettuce out of here necessarily, but I want them to at least start pulling the lettuce from somewhere. Like this lettuce. And this lettuce. And is there more? Can't see any more lettuce. Oh, no. That's lettuce. Did somebody eat the lettuce? No. First bed's done. Here you go. Does this count as a private bedroom? Requires minimum 24 sile. Okay, it requires 2 decor items. Okay. In that case, Please build 2 sculpting blocks. I am going to remove them later on, but still. Excellent. Oh, a new printable. 500 kilograms of plastic, good. Then we can... No. Then we can build up a few more rooms. But I think I want to research Renaissance art at some point. I didn't see them use this. Did they maybe realize that they shouldn't just dump things back and forth, or did they do that and I just missed it? No. This is why we can't have nice things. Oi. Actually get this back in. Okay, so that didn't work. Unsurprisingly, unfortunately. Having these wild farms would probably be better. Which would mean to pick a pip up here, or just move them in between the rooms. Now these guys seems to be going along fine. We missed the first Drecko dying, unfortunately. And heat-wise, I think we're combating it somewhat. I mean, the salt water is slowly but surely losing its heat, although that's into this room. So it's not the same. But soon we'll have finished off the insulation. Rummage in these. There's now ice here. You know what that means. We have enough for 2 plates. Just to... Wait. How much more? Actually, there's another tile above it. It's not an issue yet. But I need to be careful with that. I thought they were just using it, but apparently they've been using this one instead. Bristle blossoms are a bit annoying. As they won't work unless they also have a sun bug. Just awaiting delivery. Oh no, wait, these guys are actually unreachable. So, score weird. Your morale is... Okay, actually this is your first night, is that? No, it's not. Stop being so demanding, please. Jeez. Oh well. Now, wait, you. Can I see how much you are, like, breathing out? You are exhaling 2000 milligrams of CO2. Maybe I should wait till he's not stuck in here. Because now I just kind of want to I want to see how much they use on the regular. Seems to be around 2000 milligrams. Okay, so each of my colonists creates 2 grams. Each of these. Okay, so I'm creating more oxygen, creating more carbon dioxide than these guys are able to take. Which shouldn't be surprising, really. Shouldn't be surprised by the fact that the wild plants are apparently more demanding. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, no wait, those been open. Let's just seal the door. Can I do like what I did with the Weeswarts with the oxyferns as well? Can I plant oxyferns in like a flower pot and then they won't demand like the extra stuff? I'm going to need to test this. For this purpose I would need a high priority oxyfern delivery. And also I'd need a high priority pip delivery, high priority this building. I just removed this. And then I'm going to most likely have to dig it up when he places it in the wrong place, but you know. There. Take the seed and plant it in the sand. No, not Drecko. Come on. Okay. It's maybe not. I forgot about the willingness to serve, even if they were being annoying. Just need to grab all the fresh lettuce. Also, I am wondering if like while if lettuce is the... No. I was about to say, if I wonder if the lettuce is the best way to, like, get polluted dirt if they're wild. But at the same time, like, they do have quite the long lifespan. Also, the pinch of pepper nuts are 12 with, okay, no, the pinch of pepper nut is getting close. And the sleet wheat is about 50%? Yeah, the sleet wheat take 50% more time and they produce 50% more weight. Okay, so sleet wheat and the water wheat might be equally useful. Oh, did you... No, you planted it in the wrong place. Do better. To get this guy to plant it in the right place. Even if that doesn't exactly do what I want it to, I want to try. I'll probably have to leave him alone to do his magic. Okay, are you going to deliver or build? No, you're building. Huh? Is there oxygen here? What? Oh yeah, there's oxygen in here. Oh. Nope, wrong place. You know what? I think I know how to avoid it being placed in the wrong place. Just place a temporary block there so that it can't place it back. There we go. Now there's only one place for you to place it, my child. So think wisely. Oh, now they don't have access to the oxygen anymore. Ah well. Do your job. You rolled your already laid an egg. You are ripe for the slaughterhouse if you don't. So make the right decision. Oh, a pipsqueak. And they've planted the dust cap. Okay, the dust cap takes 30 cycles in order to produce what? Does it say here? 2,400 mushrooms. And those mushrooms I can fry and use in mushroom wraps. Which is another way I could use the lettuce, although it's quite more demanding. Okay. Flower pot. Now we have that set up. Place it there, dig up this one. Now I can force the dust cap to, or force the oxyferns in the right place. The question is just whether or not they'll work. once I've tested this, I guess I could should send it into the wiki to like, oh hey, free oxygen. Because like this is another way to like combat some of the nope, it requires irrigation. Was too good to be true, I guess. I don't know where to deliver you. If you have anything outside, you can just spend the rest of your measly little life in that prison. Whilst we wait for the seal to be finished. Uh-oh, that's... Yeah, this... Is it able to, like, produce enough hydrogen or oxygen in order to keep itself running with one desalinator? Doesn't seem like it, actually. Okay, let's see. One of these creates what? About 5 kilograms of salt water a second. Okay, now we can set this like 50 or something, and on somewhat higher priority. Because we need the desalinator up and running, but we can't let the batteries run out of energy either. Oh. Yeah, we have some fresh lettuce. My entire economy is built around lettuce. And that is what society should be. Lettuce-based. I don't have ice because I closed off my only access to it. Nope, they are underproducing hydrogen. Meaning I'm going to have to like have periods of strain. But at the same time, like, maybe I should get more duplicates at some point. Yeah, probably should. Because that's the other way I could avoid this problem. Just consume more oxygen. When we consume more oxygen, they need to produce more oxygen. It's perfect. Yeah, but they place it straight back here, huh? The temperature in here, like the top is cooling, but not the bottom necessarily. No, actually not. But this is 7 priority so that these guys can just start dumping water. that's fine. Now we can enable auto bottle and set this on all 3 of these and fill the pools. Now they don't need much, so I don't need to fill them with much. Just a baseline so that they can actually create a pool. But, well. Oh, where you can get this game cheap. Well, that's a... the cheap... I don't know. If you want this game for like cheap and simply, I'd say Steam. I don't know. Actually, let me check the price. Because like... I don't remember it being the most expensive game, but... it's on... I mean, if it's on Steam, it's on... it's probably like cheaper every so often. Still not included same prices there, let's see. Okay, so it's currently at what? Where's the American dollar? It's about $25. Wait, really? Oh yeah. And now this is playing. Let's also focus a bit down here. System's going fine. I mean, I'd just saying it simply, I'd say Steam. It's on sale every so often. It was a 66% discount earlier in April. I mean, okay, going by this, I'd say that the next big sale is going to be in probably the Steam Summer Sale. When the Steam Summer Sale rolls around, check them. Yeah, that's... I mean, it's possible that it becomes reduced on Steam, on Epic Games, but... yeah, check Steam every so often. They have discounts every now and then. And I don't know about Epic Games, how often they have sales on games, but you know, you can check. The cheapest place is probably... let's say the cheapest place is probably Steam. Because I don't know how it works on Epic Games, but yeah. So, you just have to be aware. Just have to check around. Okay, now... this is enough, I think. Now we need to... close up all of them. Install vector drop-off points. And then just deliver... wait. And deliver water wheat seeds. Yes. I could probably remove these as well. And replace them with a storage bin. They finished off the... Yeah, they finished off the seal. That's probably good enough. And once everything's built here, we can just fill it up with like 12 seeds, send in a pip in each room, and let them stay there for the rest of their miserable lives. Then they'll make sure to plant every tile they can. I don't know why I'm treating them so poorly. Especially not considering how useful they are to me. No. Carbon dioxide pool. Okay. 12 kilograms. Fill it with the waterwort seed. And then just got the same sitting over here. Once it's finished, once every one of these have been filled, we can just destroy them. Yep. And just make sure they don't put them back here. Good. Oh, fleeing? Are you sure you were fleeing? Now we probably have enough of a backlog of salt water for a little while. Reduce this one to 1%. And just finish up the rooms. Oh yeah, you're going for the copper. Understandable. Interesting. Yep, send in the pips. Some of these pips are way too old. Actually, this guy, young enough. Say, nope, not this guy. Young enough. Young enough. One max creature. And also finish this one quickly. Yes. did the last one go? Did little Timmy fall down a well? I don't know. Anyways, yeah. The seeds are there, get to work. Wait. Did one of the pips just disappear? Or were they dragged off somewhere else? What in the... Okay, that's strange, but oh well, I suppose. Oh, I have planted one water weed, 2 water weeds. Good. Oh, yeah, 3 water weeds. Work is getting done. These beautiful animals are going to feed my colony. Now it is meat that I'm more worried about not having enough of. Yep, okay, but the room has been filled. Now they'll start planting more seeds. Hopefully somewhat closer than they have so far. This city has been sealed up. We found this quill/case in there. Overall, being quite a successful stream. So yeah, I think we will be finishing up here. Thanks for watching. This has been another Oxygen Not Included stream, and I'll be back later. Goodbye.